could we take what's happening at CCAT, which is maybe a smaller version of that, combine it with like the workforce boards around the state? I've been involved with EAMA, and we had, Chris Jewell on here, who's been very involved with EWIB and EAMA altogether. I think they would argue there's a really good model going on in the eastern part of the state, kind of with the manufacturer's pipeline and whatever. And I mean, could we build it from the different constituent parts that we have? Like, do we have the individual parts and they're just not together, or are we missing parts?
EAMA, let me start there, is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good model in the state of Connecticut. I think that they're doing fantastic work down there. Again, the dual track model, having students in high school work at a community college and getting credits by working there is fantastic. If we were to go ahead and start to scale some of those models,
mm-hmm.
The state of Connecticut would be a lot better. The way to do that right now is there's another group called the Connecticut Manufacturing Collaborative. I'm sure you've heard of them.
Of course.
CBIA is the facilitator for this group.
Which is like a board of boards, kind of, right? Because different people from from the New Havers Manufacturer Association, EAMA, which for those that don't know is the Eastern Advanced Manufacturers Alliance, right? So, but it's people that are kind of, it's an effort to the Connecticut Manufacturers Alliance is an effort to try and get a bunch of the different groups coordinated.
Correct.
Fair? Okay.
Yeah, defragment.
Yep, defragment.
Because you've got all these best practices.
Mm-hmm.
Put them into one spot.
Right.
Have everybody share the best practices, and then let's have an understanding that maybe funding, we were talking about before, might be better spent in a different area of the state, or maybe it's a collective effort to spend money across a different effort that everybody's involved with. So the Connecticut Manufacturing Collaborative really has been pulled together to be able to try to defragment all of these different organizations. If we can do that, now we can send a single message to the legislative body to say, as manufacturers, this is where we believe the state should move with respect to funding, and here's what we think you should get behind with respect to different projects.